What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, couple things I want to discuss to help some of you along the way, and hopefully it'll cheer you up. I know some of you guys are struggling here with the workshop of Brilliant Light. Just a reminder from the dev notes, some big things are happening on 6/26, which is next week. What are we at? That's my daughter's birthday. God damn, my daughter's turning 2 on 6/26 and then making this happen then. So Wednesday, here's what's going on. Okay, despite preparing powered up artifacts on hunters, many hunters have mentioned that the content was extremely difficult, and they're right. It is, and I'm okay with that. But again, a lot of the other people are complaining, and rightfully so. Some people are just frustrated. Therefore, we plan to improve the performance of blessings obtained. So remember, it's just the blessings they're changing. The appearance rate of legendary blessings are going to happen more often at the higher floors, or tackling the higher floor. So it's not that they're nerfing the enemies or anything like that, guys. They're just giving you a higher chance to get legendary blessings, which by the way is a huge deal. So if you guys want to check out how I do this on free to play and pay to win, I will be going live today at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you join me. I'm going to be running both free to play and pay to win accounts, and hopefully it'll help you guys understand how I do things, and hopefully it'll help you guys get some tips and tricks out of it as well too. Okay. Now in regards to the actual rewards, there have been a lot of frustrations going on from people, and I totally agree with you guys. The level of drops, the quality of drops, the stats have been absolutely atrocious. I've been lucky for some parts I've not been very lucky. Now, the only good thing here about getting these artifacts, even with bad stats, is remember you can use the 8-piece artifacts with this where the stats don't matter in Battlefield of Time, which is great. Makes things a lot easier and faster when you guys can use the 8-piece sets, for example, for some of these crazy new sets, right? So that's good. But just so you guys are aware, unlike the Encore missions and instant dungeons, our hunters are able to participate daily. The Workshop of Light is twice a week. We have confirmed feedback regarding the insufficient number of rewards needed to grow Jinnu and other hunters compared to high difficulty of battle balance requirements. So they acknowledged it, obviously. They understand it. In response, we will significantly adjust the rewards for strategies by increasing artifact rewards to easy mode standards and adjust normal mode drops to the highest legendary grades on all floor. This is going to happen on 6/26. Now, this is what I was talking about. This is going to happen on the actual day that my daughter turns 2. So that's going to happen on Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, this is going to occur. Okay, now, with that being said, some of you guys may want to hold on to your tickets, but remember, the tickets don't stack. Okay, so that extra ticket you have, though, that you can purchase, you might want to hold on to that one. That one, I think I wouldn't purchase unless you can finish the whole thing. I wouldn't purchase it unless you want to do Cerberus and try another hand at getting it. But that's a lot of points wasted ahead of time. I would hold on to those points, save them for the future, and use it on the upcoming update that's happening on 6/26. Then get the key then, okay? And then that way, at least the rewards and the drops will feel a little better for you when you get those. So that's one important thing I want to get out of the way. So I know a lot of people are talking about that. Now, another thing I want to talk about real quick, and this is something that isn't a leak actually, this is just something that they've already announced a long time ago, and I want to just bring this up because it's important. I think you guys need to understand what's going to be happening. So there have been a lot of conversations around this, and this is just an example of what's going to happen here. So this is on Alpha Leaker's channel. You guys can check out his Twitter as usual. Okay, so what's happening here, if you guys don't know, is the weapons that are upgradable from tiers. So remember when I've been telling you guys since day one, literally since day one, save every SR, don't melt any weapons, don't do any of that. The only things I ever said was melt rares, and I'm still okay with that because I think you need to melt rares in order to get yourself enough resources to buy essentials to progress in the game. I think that's still okay. Now what's happening, and this is something they've officially announced, so this is not even a leak, I'm just talking about what they've announced. I just happen to be able to find it way faster here. You can actually upgrade rares to SRs to SSRs, and these are the 3 options here that are currently available apparently to do this. So Razonblade R SR to SSR, Demon Knight Spear SR to SSR, and the Kasaka Venom Fangs SR to SSR. So yes, in the future, you will be able to use your R weapons and make them into SSRs. Now here's the catch, right? And I think this is something that everybody needs to kind of understand. Just because you can do that, it doesn't mean that those weapons are going to be like as strong as a normal SSR. I think the stats are still going to be deflated, so you're going to probably have less stats, but you'll have the ability to probably boost some of the damage and maybe perhaps upgrade some of those skills up to new skills that can do even more damage as well too. So the option will eventually be there to do that. So I still don't think it's impossible to be free to play and kill it, right? Because, for example, imagine Westwind becoming an SSR. Imagine that. Imagine Radira Bolt becoming an SSR, right? Those weapons are going to dominate as SSRs, but I can only imagine that what they're going to end up doing is they're going to make it that SSRs are still going to be the more prominent ones. And I can also see this happening as well too, where they're going to make SSRs, sorry guys, I'm going to log in real quick, where they can make SSRs become more powerful by making them like URs or something, like a whole brand new, complete different category of like rarity. I can totally see that happening. So I think hold your breath on that one. It is coming. I still don't think you need to start saving for rares, because rares are so easy to get. They're so easy to A10. You can do like a couple multis, like 10, 15 multis throughout your entire time and get yourself rares like this and maximize them, because you get them all the time, right? So I don't think it's worthwhile saving your rares, but I've been saying since day one, guys, do not sell or salvage any of your SR weapons. It doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter, because again, for two reasons. Number one, because of this now, there should be enough reason for you there to justify it. Number two, how many times have you guys seen them buff weapons and other things, right? Throughout, they've done that a lot. And a lot of people don't understand that when they buff stuff pretty permanently. And it's a pretty big deal, because the only nerf they've done so far has been to Westland, and even now it's still the strongest weapon in my opinion in the game for anyone. Whether you're a pay-to-win player or a free-to-play player, it doesn't matter. You're still gonna get the best value for that weapon, and if you can boost that weapon to an SSR, bet your ass you're going to even get more out of it. So hold on to it, guys. Okay, now for weapons, you guys can see here, this is my pay to win account. I've pretty much maxed out everything for SSRs and SSRs I don't have anywhere near maxed out, but SRs I've maxed out for a long time. This is when it's okay to start selling. All right, this is where you're like, okay, you know what? I have an extra Kasaka blade, perfect, because I've got it to A10 already. Now I can salvage right there. Do I see them going further than A10? I honestly don't. I don't see them progressing any further than A10. I think you're safe at the A10 mark because that gives you guys a max amount of 15% extra damage for your SSRs, and I think SRs gives you an extra 10 if I remember correctly. Let me just double check here. If I go here, what is the capacity? If we go all the way to yeah, I think it's 10, right? Versus the SSRs, which I think is 15. Let me just check my only A10 here. It's 15, right? So you guys can see here again, I can see the value of these SSRs becoming a UR and these SRs becoming an SSR and still be very dominant. So free-to-play players especially, you guys have a lot of good things coming your way. So it's not, I wouldn't be starting to look at this and being like it's too pay to win, blah, blah, blah. I would honestly be looking at this and being like, yo, there's an opportunity here for me that when this time comes, I have all these weapons saved that I can whoop some ass with these weapons and take some names. And I guarantee you guys that it's going to make a big deal. Oh, and while you're at it, remember, the Blessing Shop does reset. You guys can see here the brand new reset is out, so you guys can actually spend some points on the armor. So make sure you are trying to get yourself some brand new ones. You guys can see here I am spending it on the boots and the head. Let's see what I get. Honestly, like at this point, I won't be surprised if it's anything bad. But at the same time, I haven't had the worst luck with my pulls. So before I do that though, let's just quickly do a quick 15 on each one. Now this is my pay to win account. My free to play account, I'm going up to 14 and I'm trading it in. That's right. I know some of you guys might be thinking I'm crazy going to 14, but I'm able to get myself a lot of chips and being able to, take advantage of that fairly easily. So it's not a big deal for me. I'm farming blue gates when I need to. Chips are coming aplenty on free to play. You guys should be doing that. You guys should be alternating between blue gates and then gold gates to get yourself what you need both ways. And it honestly will pay back in dividends if you guys do it in that method. So don't be shy, guys, to actually try out some new things with gates, and don't only just look at gold. I know gold is huge, obviously, and it's going to always be there to haunt us. But at the same time, now we have a way to get it. Take your time. Tackle a couple different fronts. Like now, quite honestly, like the most effective way and efficient way to save gold and save gold specifically is to obviously trade in stuff that is a little bit more cheap, like the +7 and stuff. But if you just want to, if you want to get things done quickly, you could always go this route as well too, right? So let me just sell this. Let's salvage this real quick. I got 800 points there. Let's go back into the shop. I'll buy 2 of them for now on stream, and the hands are next more important one. So let's do that. Okay, let's see what I got here. Bam! Look at that. Amazing hands. Amazing hands. Now let's go back and take a look at the mail, and I should be able to get myself a couple extra items here. What did I get here? Boo! Boo! That one sucked. That one sucked. That's okay. Ah, look at that. But everything else is shit. It happens. This is gonna happen. You know, like this is what's gonna it's gonna go down. So there you guys go. So remember, get into the shop, save for the ticket for now until the update, but still buy your armor. I still think it's worth it. I'm gonna be doing that on my free to play anyways. This is Payne. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.